Hi, Peter Stoll, clarinetist in Toronto, Canada here, now talking about key clicks and possibly air noise as well. So key clicks. Cool thing on the clarinet, which can be done with or without pitch considerations. So, and with or without blowing into the instrument. So it really crosses into air noise. So just pure key clicks. Now, most of us actually oil our key work to make sure it's not too rattly. So if you really want a lot of that, the player needs a little lead time to not be oiling, every week. But you can hear. Now, you can also hear I'm getting a bit of pitch. So, depending on how much you want to get into that, as I mentioned in another one of these micromodules, a native Canadian composer, Barbara Crowell, a friend of mine, she will write for these, and she really wants specific pitches, so. And she'll get a clarinet and research this stuff. She'll do it herself until she's sure that it makes that pitch. So if the player says, "Oh, I'm sorry, Miss Crowell, this is impossible," she'll say, "Oh, yeah?" and she'll show them. So that's real commitment. Certainly, key clicks on the bass clarinet, because it's a bigger instrument, are even more sort of apparent. So you have the sort of single or single click, or some kind of rhythm. I was getting a little bit of a beatbox thing going there, or you have a trill. And I'm going to switch over and show you guys now an example of notation, because this leads into another thought here. So there's this here in the middle of the screen. This is a typical example of how you would write it. The little X-shaped note head is perfect. But again, very helpful. This composer put in what it is so that there's no doubt. So it's a different sign, but that little thing just saves me looking everything up, and I'd probably just write it in pencil anyway, or on a screen, or whatever people do now, so with the tablets. So might as well just put it in if you don't mind. Now, this is useful here because, in fact, especially on the bass clarinet, if you really start rattling a lot of the keys, like fingering low note fingerings, you get a real rattle. And that's very, very popular for, the sound of rain falling or something like that. Now, I mentioned that I was going to get to air noise as well, but I think I've probably talked long enough on this module, so I'll switch over and do that on another one.